Romance of the Three Kingdoms, Chapter 2. Zhang Fei whips the inspector. In the previous chapter, in the year 184 AD, Liu Bei and his sworn brothers fought bravely and helped the imperial court suppress the Yellow Turban Rebellion. As a result, Liu Bei was granted an official title. At the end of the Eastern Han Dynasty, the imperial court was in decline, eunuchs held unchecked power, and the common people suffered immensely. The imperial court was corrupt, and local officials exploited the people. Just as Liu Bei and his brothers embarked on their righteous path, they encountered their first great test. One day, as Liu Bei was handling administrative affairs in the county office, a commotion erupted outside. Suddenly, Zhang Fei stormed in, his face filled with fury. "Big brother, do you know that the imperial inspector is planning to remove you from office?" Liu Bei was taken aback, furrowing his brows. "Why?" Zhang Fei slammed his fist on the table, his voice thunderous. "Isn't it obvious? That dog of an official was sent by the court, yet he cares nothing for the people. He sells government positions to the highest bidder. Since we refuse to bribe him, he's looking for an excuse to get rid of you." Guan Yu, standing beside them, nodded solemnly. "Brother, Zhang Fei speaks the truth. We three swore to rid the land of corruption. How can we let such a petty man trample over us?" Liu Bei sighed. "The political world is dark. We are of humble origins. Being pushed aside is to be expected. Since the inspector is determined to make trouble, I shall meet him in person, explain myself, and see if I can change his mind." Zhang Fei was enraged. "Brother, you are always too soft-hearted. You think that dog will listen to reason?" Liu Bei shook his head. "We must not act rashly. Let me see him first." Wearing his official robes, Liu Bei made his way to the inner hall of the county office, where the imperial inspector sat leisurely sipping tea, his expression smug. Liu Bei stepped forward respectfully, bowing. "Your Excellency, I have always governed lawfully. May I ask why I am to be dismissed?" The inspector glanced at Liu Bei with disdain, sneering. "Liu Bei, you may have military merit, but the imperial court's laws are strict. Some have reported that you are unfit to govern. I am merely carrying out orders. Hand over your official seal immediately." Liu Bei kept his composure, replying firmly, "If I have truly committed a crime, I will accept my punishment. But I ask your Excellency to judge fairly and not wrongly accuse a loyal servant." The inspector let out a mocking laugh and extended his hand, gesturing subtly, a clear demand for a bribe. Liu Bei's heart burned with anger, but he remained patient and said, "If this is your Excellency's final decision, then I have nothing more to say." Just then, a booming voice thundered from outside. "You dare insult my brother?" The doors burst open as Zhang Fei stormed in, seizing the inspector by his collar and dragging him off his seat. Raising his whip high, Zhang Fei lashed at the inspector mercilessly. "You filthy, corrupt official! You dare to remove my brother from office?" Crack! The whip lashed across the inspector's back. He screamed in agony, falling to his knees. "Mercy! General Zhang, have mercy!" he wailed. Liu Bei, shocked, rushed forward. "Zhang Fei, stop this at once! You cannot strike an imperial official!" Zhang Fei's eyes burned with fury. "Brother, you are too kind-hearted. This parasite is ruining the country, harming the people. If we let him go, he will only continue his wicked ways." The inspector, his face pale, shouted, "You dare attack an official of the court? This is treason." Zhang Fei let out a cold laugh. "Treason? You corrupt dogs are the real traitors to the nation?" Liu Bei knew the situation was now beyond saving. Sighing, he said, "Now that things have come to this, we can no longer remain here. We must leave." Guan Yu nodded. "Brother is right. We must go before the court sends troops after us." Zhang Fei snorted, tossing the whip aside. "Fine, we leave then. I never cared for this worthless government post anyway." With that, the three brothers gathered their forces and abandoned Engxi County, setting out in search of a new path. Meanwhile, in the imperial palace of Luoyang, storm clouds gathered. The Grand General He Jin sat in deep thought, meeting in secret with his trusted advisor, Yuan Shao. He Jin's face was dark with concern. The eunuchs hold too much power. The empire is crumbling. If we do not eliminate them now, the Han dynasty will soon be lost. Yuan Shao's eyes gleamed with cold ambition. General, if you wish to destroy the eunuchs, why not summon outside forces to aid you? He Jin frowned. Outside forces? You mean Dongzhou? Yuan Shao nodded. Dongzhou is a fierce warlord. If we use his troops, we can clear the court of these treacherous eunuchs once and for all. He Jin hesitated for a moment, then clenched his fists. Very well. I will summon Dongzhou to the capital. We shall eradicate the eunuchs. Little did he know, this decision would bring catastrophe upon the empire, plunging the land into even greater chaos. The court eunuchs had eyes and ears everywhere. Before He Jin could even wait for Dongzhou to enter the palace, he was killed by the eunuchs' scheming. To be continued, Liu Bei and his brothers, wronged by the corrupt system, have left their posts. Where will fate take them next? He Jin has called upon Dongzhou, believing he will help eliminate the eunuchs. But has he just invited a wolf into the fold? A greater storm is coming. Stay tuned for the next episode. Dongzhou enters the capital. The empire trembles. Lu Bu killed his father and defected to Dongzhou.